G'day, this is JR Junior Rogue here, and welcome back to another week of trading. So a few weeks since I've made a video, but I'm back again, so I'll just try and quickly recap the last 3 weeks that I've missed. So unfortunately, on the 27th, I broke my plan. The pattern I took was not a clean enough pattern, so I should not have taken the trade, and my stop was placed incorrectly on top of that. So I took a massive hit, 3 contracts, for a total of minus 24 ticks, which is quite a lot. And then straight after that, on the next day, I took another trade that was not 100% correct. It was the smallest possible pattern and not the cleanest, and I only want the cleanest patterns. And as a result, I took a minus 16 on 2 contracts there. The next day, I got a plus 4 but a minus 8 because it was a good pattern, but it failed to push through to the full target soon enough. It did eventually hit that second target of 8 ticks, which was frustrating. And then on the 1st, I had incorrect brick walls, and I didn't know that. So I took 2 trades that were technically illegal, but I didn't realize. So that's another minus 28 ticks, which is very frustrating. And then as a result, I was all over the place, and that sort of snowballed onto week 5, where I took an illegal trade. Well, I took a losing trade on the first day. I honestly don't remember why. And then the next day, I got an illegal trade. I tried to close my order that was placed on the screen, but it was too fast and entered me in. And then because I wasn't disciplined enough, I stayed in the trade and took a plus 3 because I closed out early. So I shouldn't have been in that trade at all, but it's just how it panned out. And then on the 7th, I took another trade, which got me a minus 9. Now, it traded straight into a round number, which I haven't really tested enough of on the ES. But it seems that it respected it quite heavily. But it touched me to my stop to the tick and then pushed to the target anyway, so that was quite frustrating. But then the following day, I took another trade into a round number, and I got 4 ticks out of it as it traded through the round number, which was interesting. And then this one, again, not the cleanest step for an entry. Very frustrating that I wasn't following my plan. This week has been a little bit nicer. My account size has dwindled significantly. As you see, I've incurred some serious losses, which is very unfortunate, but I'm just back down to 1 contract, back to the bread and butter, and hopefully I'll be able to get back on top of it. So the first trade I took was a valid entry, a valid pattern, and it would have gone great, but FDAX and gold went climactic into brick walls as I was in this trade, so I closed out early. I think the closest it got to my stop was like minus 3 out of 8, so I was, it was perfectly safe to stay in it, but I decided to close because FDAX and gold were looking like they'd failed so strongly. As a result, it would have paid a 4 tick target and an 8 tick target, but I got out for minus 1, so I was comfortable with that. Not something that meets my plan, but risk control is better than just leaving it hang out and blowing up my account, because it's gotten to that sort of level. And then last night I got a trade. It was too close to a brick wall. It would have paid a full 4 tick target, but I just kept my target to 3 because that was 2 ticks before the brick wall. So now if we bring up the chart, I'll show you the trade from last night. So you can see here we do a nice little push down to there, and then we have a push back, touches the brick wall, fails, comes down, closes our pattern here with a step. So that was quite a nice little entry, and then you can see it eventually came down here to pay our target. It would have paid a full 4 tick target all the way down to here, but that's just how it goes. So our stop would have been 3 ticks behind this failure point, so if that's 25, would have been up here, and you can see it didn't come anywhere near that, so it was a really, really nice little trade that we got there. Last night I went to bed early because I went and celebrated someone's birthday, and so as a result I ended up missing out on some nice little extra trades. So I would have gotten this trade here, so you can see it pushes down, retraces to there, excuse me, and then continues to push lower. I would have, there's the breach there, so you can see, God, I'm doing terrible at drawing lines today. There's the breach there. So you can see it would have pushed through and closed quite nicely, and then pushed on to pay 1 target, and then even, I think we get another entry up here somewhere. No, we don't, but it would have paid on to the next brick wall, so that would have been nice. And finally for last night, there was another trade coming back up this way, so you can see as we push up here, we come up to touch this brick wall and fail, retrace back, these are not being my friends today, retrace back to there, and then we push higher again. So you can see that the breach point is here, and we would have gotten in our trade up here somewhere. and then you can see it would have come all the way up to another brick wall target. Now the golden ambush would have been a big red flag or a big danger zone in that area. I wouldn't have wanted to trade into or through that brick wall, so I don't think I would have taken that trade. However, it did still go on to pay, so maybe there's some more testing required to see the strength of that golden ambush line, because I know that is strictly an IDTA indicator, and I don't know of anyone else or any other company that uses that as a brick wall. So we'll just have to see how the testing goes. But the rest of the night sort of moved along. There's no real patterns anywhere here. It was pretty quiet otherwise. So daylight savings has switched over for the US market already. So the ES opens at 11:30 GMT plus 10 non-daylight saving time, and I think the Euro market will follow suit in the next week. They will then switch to 5 p.m. GMT plus 10 non-daylight time for an open of the European market. So, unfortunately, this week and the last 2 weeks have not been profitable at all, and I'm quite behind the 8 ball here, but we'll just keep focusing and keep pushing along, and should see some results over the next couple of weeks. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.